All right, well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I'm stopped here for a second because I'm trying to gather my thoughts in reference to speaking about this very painful situation up there at the Dakota Access Pipe Line. It looks like that the people made a stand. But the government is bigger than the people. Now, listen here. What Pastor Dow is getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to prophesy, okay? I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to prophesy because I see a pattern developing in the country. Do y'all remember Occupy Wall Street? And that thing just about went global. At least in America it did. And you remember how that thing, man, that thing was passionate. You had two different responses from the city and the states where it is illegal for you to possess or either carry or have a firearm, as opposed to the states where you could have a firearm. Let me draw this, because Pastor Dow is going to say what mainstream news media is not going to say. That's the beautiful thing about social media. And I'm going to say the things that people think, but they won't say it. So therefore, I'm going to report, you decide. During Occupy Wall Street, we saw up in New York how that they corralled American citizens, the police department. And let me throw this in there. How many people on this channel know how the police got started? Now let's go on. So they were corralling American citizens, and they was macing them and beating them and dragging them and arresting them in the cities where it is illegal for you to defend yourself. It's illegal for you to protect yourself. Now, you go clear across the country to Arizona, they had Occupy Wall Street out there, and it was very peaceful because you had protesters on this side over here that had AR-15s at the ready, and they said that they are there and there's police sitting right across the street. They said that we are here to ensure that these people have their right to protest. And to let you know that they mean business, the cops was over there with guns in there, on them. And these people that was there protecting the protesters was over here with the protester with guns on them. And it was peaceful. Nobody was getting maced. Nobody was getting tased. Nobody was getting corralled. And nobody was getting arrested. Amazing. Total different response, right? Well, we saw what happened with Occupy Wall Street. As soon as the weather starts coming in, the weather started changing, got really cold, snow hit the ground, it died. That's a total different aspect up here, this Dakota Access Pipe Line, because these people have stuck it out. Not only has he stuck it out, people from all over the country came in. Well, Donald Trump has approved of this access line going forward. Why? Business. And that's got to let you know something. People, you think that you're free because they tell you you're free, but you're not in this country. So they approve of the access pipeline going forward. Big corporations win again. And the people lose. And of course, now their fires, the protesters, they gave them options. They gave them two options. All right. You can leave peaceably, or we're going to arrest you. Mind you, man, can you imagine that? The only way we would understand the pain of the Indians up there is if somebody, especially the government, came and took our own home away from us. Then we would understand. And said they need to take our land because the spotted cuckoo owl is on your land, and it's an endangered species, and we got to protect it. And don't ask me what a spotted cuckoo owl is, because I just made it up. All right, but anyway, we saw these people at the Dakota Access Pipeline. We saw these people in major force weather the storm of the cold, the brutal winter, and they mean business. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, federal government, the reason why that they started fires. I'm going to tell you what the Indians is doing, in case you don't know. I'm going to let all the people in the government know. They just got finished putting something on you that you have no laws against. These Indians has just got finished cursing all the people involved, including the federal government. And with that, and I know that many of you know why I don't believe that stuff. You don't have to believe it for it to be real and for it to not take place. You're going to start seeing a lot of politicians and a lot of their family members just die horrific deaths. Why? Because these Indians are cursing you all. They're literally cursing you all. Well, I don't believe that, Pastor. Hey, have it. We're going to find out. We're going to see who's right and who's wrong, all right? Because whether we like it or not, there is a natural realm and there's a spiritual realm. And they have just got finished cursing the hell out of y'all. So get ready. Mark my words. I wish there was a way we can track this, but mark my words. What's getting ready to happen in America, especially after you saw that type of resolve, is that the next protest, big protest, is going to be escalating. You're going to have people out there armed. And then the people going to have to make a decision on both sides of the fence. Because we're quickly heading as a country. We realize we're not free, and we're not able to live free. And just like many of the slaves chosen during the transatlantic slave trade, they just threw themselves over the boat whenever they got an opportunity to die, because they would rather drown and take their babies with them and get eaten up by sharks, besides them killing slaves and then throwing them over the boats, and then the sharks will eat them up. But they would rather do that. In other words, they would rather die than to serve on their knees. They would rather die. In other words, they said, you know what? We're been taken from our homeland, and we can't live free. And if we can't live free over here, then we're dying. And in this country, there's getting ready to be shots fired. Now, no doubt that the government has superior firepower. But when you got nothing to lose, people lose it. And people are just going to they're getting to the point right now. If I have to die and have to take people with me, I'm going to do it. And I don't care if you do got a uniform on. I don't care if you got a family. I got a family too. But right now, my natural right, the way I live and the way I choose to want to have life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, is being intruded upon. It's being treaded upon. And as the old saying goes, don't tread on me. And we're getting ready to watch people die on both sides of the aisle. And we're going to watch these people that are suited and booted up there making laws, and these corporations that are thousands and thousands of miles away making all these choices and decisions for the low grade people that we are. That's the way they look at us, as peasants, and they're noblemen. You're going to watch the nobleman, both who's chose to serve the corporations and then those who chose to live on their land. You're going to watch a crossfire from hell, and people getting ready to start dying. And so be it. So be it, because we are a divided country, and it's not coming together any time soon. And the reason why it's not coming together anytime soon, because the only way you can get people in unity in any area, if you go conquer it and you do it by force, and you say this is just the way it's going to be, period, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry to have to report this, but hey, it's just the truth. It's just facts. Do me a favor. Get on Facebook and post this video to your channel there on Facebook and get this word out. And because I really would like feedback from everybody all across this country, and even in parts of the world, who don't get to see what's going on here in America, because by the time our news media report it, they twist, warp, distort, and paint a picture that's really truly not an accurate picture in the people's account. And so there's a lot of spin that's going on when it comes to reporting. I wish it wasn't this way, but the America that our great-great-grandparents grew up in and had is not the same America today. And of course, America has its own skeletons in the closet as well, don't it? It's a sad and unfortunate situation. I'm saddened for the people. I really truly am, because they can send that damn pipeline somewhere else. But this is about brutality and bullying.